And now, you're tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello, how are ya? My name is Liz. This is Tom with the hair. This is RBLR Sun FC. Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Liz, I'm doing incredible. We got two Tampa Bay Sun games this week. I could not be feeling more jazzed up about that.
Oh my, yeah, because it's literally been like a month.
Yeah, like a month and like 6 hurricanes, and we all
and just to reiterate, I went to the last game alone.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, tell me about it. The last home game. Well, I didn't even get to go to. So it's been 1,000 years since I've been to Riverfront.
It has been roughly 1,000 years. Yeah.
God, it feels like it. I know everybody out there in Sun Country, Sun Nation, Sun City, Florida, Sun City Center. We are starving for some soccer right now.
Yes.
We are going feral. It's horrible.
At least people in the heat wave are. Because, like, everybody in the chat's like, when's the next game? The Jonesing for the next game. When you get some more of that Sun FC soccer.
Yeah. Things are starting to get real weird. All right? But there's a light at the end of the tunnel, folks. And soon things will be back to normal.
Did you plan that?
No. I'm a little upset with it too. It wasn't. I forgot I have my glasses up there. Anyway, we got 2 games. We're playing Brooklyn today.
We are. Hold on one second. If you are new, hi, welcome. If you're returning, welcome.
Welcome.
Make sure you hit all the buttons. The buttons that make it so that you don't miss episodes.
This one too.
That one, yeah.
The thumbs up.
The thumbs up for the people who are listening and not watching. Although, what are you watching? Go on the YouTube. Look at our beautiful faces. Look what Tom just did with his hair.
I did a visual gag, guys.
He did.
Come on. Yeah, that's what it's. Look, we strive to bring you every week.
All I want to do is make a Doug Benson joke and be like, why did I BitTorrent this?
We strive to bring you an accurate representation of what Sun fans are feeling. And this is where we're at right now, okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's not up to us. It's up to the league, evidently, and nature and God, and they're all conspiring against us.
Yes, they really are.
The deep state. Right. Hey, Liz, how about them Sockers?
They are soccering. I was going to make a reference, and then you ruined it.
What? All right, look.
They're not sorry.
They're not soccering, and you should be sorry.
You're not sorry. It's a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, you're doing the thing already.
I am doing the thing already.
Look, yeah, we're
pulling. We have to point them out.
There's a thing happening, guys. Anyway, we got Brooklyn coming up. Liz is gonna be distracted for most of the show. It seems like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either. Look, we got Brooklyn. You guys remember Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn FC, the team that barely decided they wanted to play soccer with the rest of us. The guys that just figured out they'd find a coach on the side of the street, I guess they kind of did. The team that doesn't play in the city that they're named after, technically right now still. We played them once already and we did lose 1-0. Liz, that was the last home game.
No,
right?
we're going there.
We're going there.
Now we're being welcomed to New York.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good job. Yeah. So that was the last game. That was the one I wasn't at. That was the one a lot of people weren't at for various reasons.
Yeah. That game was rough. But with it, we what did we eke out of that? A 0-0 draw?
No, we lost 1-0.
Oh, we lost. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That was my fault.
Yeah, that was a bummer. Okay.
I was in New York City and I saw a couple Brooklyn players walking in the airport, and I told them
you jinxed us.
And they gave me the dirtiest, most confused look anybody ever has. And then they went on and they beat us, and I feel like it's partly my fault. But hey.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, this is why we can't travel. This is why we can't socialize, get COVID. So.
This isn't gonna work because you don't know any of the Taylor Swift songs, so when I say them, you don't recognize it.
I'm not supposed to recognize them. This is for the fans. This isn't for me. Okay? This is all you're doing. I love that I gave you a little side quest to do for the podcast. Anyway, we're playing Brooklyn. I'm here to talk about soccer, Liz. Look, if you guys remember, Brooklyn came out pretty hot once they did start. They beat us in their second game ever. They came out with a draw against Spokane in their first game. They beat Dallas. They beat Lexington. Those were their first 4 games. They looked pretty hot. We were all pretty worried about Brooklyn. 4 games.
Yeah, Brooklyn was definitely like kind of sitting at the top of the table for a while, right?
Yeah. Nobody but Carolina has ever been at the top of the table right now.
Oh, okay, fair.
But they jumped straight into second real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But since their first 4 games, they fell off. They lost to Fort Lauderdale 1-0. They gave DC their first win with a 1-0 loss. They drew Carolina, and then they lost to Carolina 2-0 in the span of like 4 days. So teams are adapting. Teams have got film on Brooklyn. We know what's going on with them. And I'm not as concerned about playing Brooklyn now as I was weeks ago or even 4 games ago for them. Because they're not the same.
Especially not after a month of rest.
Yeah. Now that we're congealed, I think I like what we were doing right before. I don't know if I like
congealed.
Congealed. We've congealed as a team.
Let's give such an icky connotation.
I don't think it does. Plenty of good things congeal. I can't name any good congelations, but hey, it is what it is. All right. Well, we've gelled. Okay, we've gelled. We've come together. We're all friends now. But I am a little worried about not having played in a month because there's a lot of team building you do. You can play against each other. You can practice, but getting back to the speed of playing a competitive game, the atmosphere of a competitive game, is always going to be a little sketchy. I don't care if it's against a team that's on a hot streak, a cold streak, kind of like Brooklyn is. It's always a little interesting to try and get back into the flow of things. So I don't want to say we're going to come right out and take advantage of a poor little Brooklyn team that doesn't know what they're doing anymore and is scared about playing soccer, because that's not the case. They did just come off of 2 games against Carolina, who are, as it is, the undisputed champs of the Super League, unfortunately. But I feel better about this right now than I would have before. And a win would be super important. We're only a quarter of the way into the season. I know if you listen to some other people locally or anywhere, they may have you think the season's almost over and half the teams are going to fold. But we're a quarter of the way into the season, and a win right now against Brooklyn would put us up into second place already. So there's a lot on the line early on, and I think we're in a good spot now. You know what I mean? How do you feel?
I think Brooklyn's definitely going to be at least a little bit tired. I did have a friend who went to that Carolina game, and she said Brooklyn played very aggressively. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll be extra tired because they do play aggressively. I also think that was somewhere where we were kind of lacking, where we weren't sure how to play aggressively without fouling necessarily. I saw a lot of the times where we would just get frustrated and we would just like go for it. It would just be a yellow or it would just be a foul, and it wouldn't be like a good one, like I don't want to say a good one, but like one that was worth getting, I guess.
Yeah, something professional. Yeah. I think when it comes to them being a little tired and us being a little bit fresher, this is a good matchup for us. They kind of play the same formation that we do, that 4-1-4-1 lately, and they like to possess the ball just like we do. So I don't know if them being tired is going to factor in as much as it would for another team, like say a Lexington or a Spokane. But I do think now that we've got tape on them, we know what we're dealing with. We're in a better position to deal with what Brooklyn does. And as a matter of fact, there's a couple things. I did watch that last game against Carolina. Brooklyn plays kind of similar to us in that 4-1-4-1 possession kind of based thing, but they're a lot narrower than we are. They'll play up the middle, whereas we play up the sides. And whoever's hotter could take advantage of that kind of mismatch. But I feel like we'll work into that better than them, because Carolina also likes to work the sides. And in that last game where the Ascent won 2-0, they had a lot of joy on the left side and the right side in those wide alleys, where that's kind of where we make everything happen. So if we play the game like Carolina played the game, I think we're in for something good. It's not going to be a super high scoring game. Not going to be a lot of chances even, I don't think. So we got to capitalize on when they come. But if we can,
we like to do those.
Yeah. If we can beat them with some nice crosses.
My internet is being weird. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, your internet is not good right now. But hey, you do talk to text or text to talk. You type what you want to say, and I'll just say it for you. You just sit there for the YouTube audience.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, but I think especially on the right side, their right back Rosette, I'm not super impressed with. So we can really take advantage of them. Maybe we get Ashley Cox in early with her speed on the left side, and try and burn them. But I think we can do some good things against Brooklyn now that we're more comfortable as a team. How you feeling, Liz?
I'm feeling like I'm excited for Sun Soccer at least.
Yeah, at all, right?
And we know that there's definitely been bonding because a bunch of them went to the Taylor Swift concert in Miami. And it's just hard to watch people live in your dreams. I saw her when she was in Tampa, but I wanted to see her again in Miami. She changes the show.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a pre-Taylor Swift concert and a post-Taylor Swift concert for our season. We're going to come out so good.
Oh my God, I love it. Yes. That's when the true bonding happened.
We're imbued.
Especially since they went to a rain show.
Yeah, exactly. Can we do it on a cold, rainy night in Miami? Yes, we can. We can totally dance with her in the rain. So I think it helps. It's goofy, guys, but like that's what it is. Those little things. When you haven't played soccer together against another team for a long time, go to a Taylor Swift show.
Yeah. That's the answer to anything. Go to Taylor Swift show.
Yeah, you feeling good? Put on some Swift. Feeling bad? Cheer up. Taylor's out there. She's fighting for us. Yeah. So I like what we can do against Brooklyn. I'm much more confident against them now than I would have been before, like I said. Their goalkeeping is great, whether it be Sidney Martinez in goal, which I think it probably will be, or if it's Nico Purcell. I think Sydney's probably a little bit better all around, but Purcell makes some good reaction saves I like. But they are.
Yeah, do you think we can actually get around her this time, though?
Yeah, I think the
She's
thing
got
is
the wingspan of forever.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. We got to take advantage. Look, their goalkeeping is so much better than their defending. So we have to get in behind the lines before we take a shot, and we have to do that with probably 2 players. So we need to have quick players out there. I like some of our depth later in the game in this situation. Ashley Cox with her speed on the left against Rosette, their right back. I like Riley Parker to come in. I'd like her to score her first goal of the season today.
Yes.
I really do, yeah. And Sydney DeCello taking somebody on. I think this might be one of those games where Sydney isn't confined to one wing. She's allowed to kind of go, who do you want to pick on? You're the best dribbler in the entire league. Do what you got to do. So I don't know if we use Cox as a late sub for Sydney, and we see what happens there. I think things will open up later in the game for us. It's not going to be. I'd be surprised to see 2 goals in the first half. Let's say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's going to be another game where the first half might be a little boring, and then everything picks up in the second again.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that if it ends up being our MO, I'm not mad about it because we really did open things up against DC, and now that we have Flo Nielsen, she went crazy in that second half, so we can't discount the danger she's going to be. So if we got her, if we got Riley coming on late, if we got Ashley Cox coming on late, I think we can really take advantage of what looks like a slow Brooklyn defense. If we counterattack, if we press, I know we really worked the press to success against Lexington, but again, that's Lexington. but I think we can do some good things here. It's a game I'm really looking forward to, and not just because we haven't seen the Tampa Bay Sun in what feels like 20,000 years. So, finally.
No, I think it's going to be a good game to see if we've learned anything. Yeah. Like, to really see, like, can this team take a loss, and then how are we gonna do better in the next game? How are we gonna, when we play them again, how are we gonna turn it on its head?
Yeah, because it hasn't been that long since they played together. It's been that long since they played at home, so it feels worse to us. But we didn't play this past week, but we did play the week before. And with the quirks of scheduling in the league, that's not unusual for everybody. So it's something we got to deal with. We've probably had more adversity than any team in the league, you know. Brooklyn had their stuff with the stadium. They're still not playing in Brooklyn, but at least they've got a home that they're playing at, and they understand it. Our home got rocked, so and we still haven't been back. So it's tough. So I want to see it out of the team. I want to see him play for us. So yeah, I feel good. Liz, you got a score prediction about tonight's game against Brooklyn?
I'm gonna say 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think if we come out of this with a 1-1 draw, we'll be doing good. It will. That's a success. I know sometimes the ladies they don't see if they don't score a goal or if it doesn't end in a win, they don't see it as a success. But like with the North Carolina game I went to, like just sometimes a draw is good. Sometimes let's just hold on for now.
Yeah, especially
let's just see what we can do. We don't have to. Let's not try anything crazy that gets us a loss, kind of thing.
Yeah. You don't want to take too much of a risk. Yeah, I like that. Honestly, I'm going to be a little more optimistic. I'm going to say we get 2-1 out of this. Okay. And I think that comes down to the Cecily factor, Flo Nielsen. I think she hasn't had as much time with the team as anybody else, so we're not talking about her as much as anybody else. But I think she's going to ultimately prove to be like a real difference maker for us. I think maybe a 60-minute goal from Cecily, a little bit of magic in the middle of the field, take advantage of a defensive miscue there, and then we get another goal back 80 minutes to win. Something like that. 60-80.
I like it.
Yeah.
And super. Yeah. Super producer Eureka is predicting a 2-0 win. So he's ridiculously optimistic, which is a change of pace for him.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Hey, that's the effect of not seeing your team play that much. Sometimes you just want to be happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the Brooklyn game. That's tonight. Tune in, watch. Ignore the Rowdies game. It's not important. Nothing.
We don't know if you'll be able to watch it anyway.
No, we'll definitely. That'll definitely be a thing, right?
We don't know.
I'll be there.
I mean, theoretically, yes, it should be on ESPN Plus, but we have not. I don't know that we've actually had confirmation because
IMG,
they are on us. Okay, yeah. Super producer says it will be. I don't know, man. IMG is they haven't shown a lot of games at IMG. I didn't know. I don't know. Usually they're closed door matches.
True. Anyway, the Rowdies game is 5:00, right? So you can watch both, right? 5 and 7:30.
I don't know.
I think maybe a little overlap.
No, there's no way the Rowdies game is that early.
Yeah, I think they moved it up. They're at the same time. I'm hearing now.
Nope, 7:30.
I'm being told they're at the same time. Okay, well.
They are at the same time.
All right, well, we get 2 TVs out.
So what you do is you pull one up on the TV, and then you pull the other one up on your laptop.
Yeah. Peacock and ESPN, it's different apps. There's no overlap there. That's good. Man.
I told you how many times I've watched multiple sports. Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, that's the thing. Now that we brought the Rowdies up too, if you've been following the Rowdies at all, and everybody's so up in arms over everything, we can't play at Al Lang. Oh my God, we're down at IMG. Oh my God, if we lose the next 2 games, we don't even make the playoffs. If you ever need to come up for air, check in on the Sun. We're in the early part of our season. It's pretty chill still. Okay.
We're doing okay still. Things aren't on fire yet.
Yeah, we're in 5th place out of 8, but that's fine. We're doing great. Everybody's right around there. Yeah. I guarantee Liz and I are going to be screaming come February. But hey.
Oh, yeah. Well, things might be on fire then. We'll see.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, if you're a Rowdies fan and you're just tuning in and you're like, oh, the Rowdies are so sad. The Sun are happy. We are still in our happy phase.
Light some incense and watch some women's soccer. It's a great way to relax.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So yeah, that's one game. We have another game also this weekend that we got to talk about. This one took me by surprise because I'm not good at looking ahead in life, in general. So, but yes, Sunday, match number 8. We are playing Spokane Zephyr out there in Washington. We're going to the
Spokane, a team that I admit I have not paid much attention to because they've just been kind of there.
Spokane. You're not even pronouncing it right.
Spokane. Is it really? Like you don't pronounce the E?
No, they got a whole tifo about this. It's pronounced Spokane.
Oh. Apologies.
No, Spokane. You know what? It's the first time we're playing them. You can disrespect them. Have your fun, okay?
Okay. If we lose, then I can't disrespect them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To that end, I don't feel like we're gonna lose. I feel good.
Yeah, I feel like we could at minimum eke out a draw, if not a win, quite frankly, because Spokane.
Yep, there you go. Good job.
Okay, sorry. It's just like I said, they've been very average. As you can see on the screen, it's 1-3-3, so they're just kind of there.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Actually,
we're 2-3-1.
Yeah, right. We're kind of there too. No, we were talking about Zephyr earlier. They're unlucky. They're not bad. They're not getting blown out. You know. Their games have been 1-1 draw, 1-1 draw, 2-0 loss, 1-0 win, 2-2 draw, 1-2 loss, 2-3 loss. They have never lost by more than 2 goals. They always keep it really close. That 2-0 loss was against a hot Carolina team early in the season. So they're not bad. They're not looking like they're struggling against teams. But the big storyline here for this game, I think, is that they will be without a couple of key players because of international duty. If you're a Rowdies fan, international duty is kind of a foreign concept in the USL Championship because maybe it's like you got a guy who plays for Antigua and he has to leave or something, but like it's not really like that. But I would say Spokane's best player, Amina Ekic, she will be away playing for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And that's huge for us. She's probably the second most dangerous dribbler in the league, right behind Sydney. So to have her not there, she's got 2 of the 8 goals this team has ever scored. So to not have her is going to hurt. And to not have Sophie Braun, because she's playing for Argentina against the U.S. women, that's going to hurt them a lot too. So we're looking at kind of an average team that keeps in the fight a lot, that's missing 2 of their best players. So that's going to help us a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm hoping then that we will do okay, Brooklyn. No one gets injured, all that good stuff. We're not too tired, and then we can just kind of take out Spokane.
Yeah, Spokane, and thankfully it is a Sunday game, so the turnaround's not quite as quick from Wednesday to Saturday. Sunday. So that's good. But yeah, they're a team, Spokane, that's kind of changing things up. They started off in that 4-1-4-1 that a lot of teams are doing, wanting to be a possession-based team like Brooklyn and us, and then they realized that ain't gonna work for them. They don't have the personnel to be a possession team. So they're doing a 4-1-3-2 lately, which tells me that they were having trouble getting that ball up to the attacking area. So now that they're changed possession or changed formation, it's not working. They've lost both games since they've changed formations. But again, it's been really close. So they're a team that's just missing a couple little things here and there. But the fact of the matter is they're going to be missing 2 big pieces, and that's big trouble for Spokane. So I feel a lot better about playing them than I do about playing Brooklyn, and I feel good about both games right now. You watch any Spokane? Any highlights, Liz? You got any strong feelings about them one way or the other? You were hiding in the corner of your frame with this.
Honestly, I'm glad they're missing some players, which is helpful.
Yeah.
I hate this internet.
Hey, you're hanging in. We're hanging in there.
I don't know why my internet is pooping so much today. It's very frustrating. All right, we're still okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to try and go back into the sentence I was trying to say before. All right.
What are you trying to say?
I'm very happy that players will be out. That's very handy for us. However, I'm sorry. I'm happy they'll have players out. That's good for us. However, it's also really great that we have players in the USL Super League who are being called up to international duty. That's awesome. It looks great for the league as a whole. Looks great for the team. It just benefits everyone, honestly. Benefits us because they'll be out. Benefits them because they get that experience away. They can bring that back to the team. It's cool. I like it more than just the NWSL getting these recognitions. Yeah.
There's 8 total players in the Super League that are going away for international duty. 3 of them are on Spokane, which is good for us. Riley Tanner is the other. Got to give her a shout out. I don't think she's featured yet for this effort, but she's going to Panama. She plays for. There's Haiti got Claire Constant out of DC. Charlie Escort from DC also playing for Wales. There's a Dallas player going to Costa Rica. So these aren't like piddly teams either, Wales, Panama, Costa Rica. These are some pretty good teams. So it is a good sign that, it's a good league to come to. I do kind of wish we would have an international break, but I'm not totally sure how that all works when it comes to women's football with the international breaks. Because you would think there would be one right now for everybody, but I don't know.
Yeah. That was when the NWSL would be like, haha, Challenge Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's a whole thing, but.
Yeah. I follow the Crystal Palace women's team too, because they're better than the men's team. And I know they play Manchester City this weekend, so they're not on a break out there in England. So I don't know how that works.
That's a good question. It may not matter for smaller games, or just like matches that aren't like the World Cup, the Olympics, giant tournaments. That's the only thing I can think of, is like maybe they're saving international breaks for just then.
Yeah, these are just friendlies, so maybe it's that. It is good that we are hitting an international not break, and we have no players to lose to the international game. Ekic would be the big player for Spokane that I really like. Like I said, probably my favorite non-Sun player in the whole league. Her usual substitute is what's her name, Jessica Vetter, I want to say, and she's not that quality. Nobody except for Sydney Nacello is that quality to replace Ekic, I think. So we're gonna be able to find some openings, some gaps, some weak spots that there usually wouldn't be when somebody has to play Zephyr. So we're catching an average team at a bad point, I would say, which is really good for us.
Also, shout out Sydney Nacello, getting picked as our star player on USL Tactics this week. Make sure you check that out. The Heatwave account has absolutely retweeted it and or just tweeted it. So make sure you read that, because it actually is a really interesting, just quick get to know, like what he thinks the best player on each team is, and he's usually right.
Yeah, John Morrissey, friend of the pod, RBLR. He's a soccer genius. So I take what he says at face value.
I want to know how he stores it all in his head. He made like some crazy reference to, like, I think the Rowdies in 2015 or something on Twitter the other day, and I was just like, where do you store that? Is that where the Taylor Swift lyrics are in my head?
Yeah, exactly. That's
okay.
How it is.
All right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. He was the guest at halftime for the watch along for the RBLR Rowdies / unsubs, also friends of the pod.
Yes, make sure that is definitely on the YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch that, it was very entertaining. We had a couple of guests on the whole, or I say we, RBLR and the unsubs had guests on the whole time. So that was very. Oh, you are we? Yes. Okay. Producer in the comments. Had multiple guests on the whole time. It was really fun, and it was not a great game. So watch that instead. Don't watch the game. Just watch the commentary.
Yeah, not even with the game on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, let's wrap up our Sun-related business here. I do got to say, it's going to be two different games we're watching. The Brooklyn game is going to be probably real methodical. Snag goal here, snag goal there. I'm being optimistic about 3 goals total in it. But Spokane is going to be – they're a team that plays with energy. They're a team that plays with desperation, and I mean that positively, honestly. But it's going to be a tale of two kitties for sure. So I got this game going a little bit harder. I got us winning 3-1 against Spokane.
Okay.
Yeah. Liz, what do you got?
I'm going to go 1-0 win.
Okay. Oh, wow. We went from 1-1 to 1-0.
I don't know.
Do you want to watch exciting soccer or what?
I do want to watch exciting soccer. I am anticipating that Spokane will have figured out how to maybe fill in some of those gaps.
Okay. All right.
Because they do seem to be a very adaptable team.
Okay. Oh, Eureka, the disembodied voice that our viewers may not even be fully convinced exists. Our producer, Eureka, is not afraid to say that Spokane is a better team than Brooklyn, which, hey man, we'll see. We'll see firsthand by Sunday.
I guess technically I agree with that subconsciously, and I didn't realize it. Hi, Fafo.
Yeah. So he's got he matches the Spokane logo really well. So so Eureka's got us winning still 2-1. Look at you.
Hey. He came wearing the enemy colors.
Yeah, I got to fix that. I'll dye him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, so those are our match previews. We made it through those with 0 issues or hitches. That was great. So we got a little extra credit for everybody involved. The Sun in particular, talk about extra credit. I want to give a shout out to Sienna Bryan. She is one of our academy players. She's been real good. And she is committed to playing for the Georgetown Hoyas coming up. She joins another academy player, Aaliyah Pitts. So if you're a fan of college soccer, pay attention to our academy girls. We got 2 going to Georgetown. Hoya Saxa, baby. What else we got going on? There's other teams in the league, right? They play games this weekend, I would assume.
They do?
Yeah. Yep.
It's wild.
I'm being told we're not the only team in the league.
What?
Yeah. So if you are a Super League fan,
I got my kitten now.
If you're a Super League fan and you've made it this far and not just a Sun fan, what else you got going on in your life, dude? Hey, anyway, look, Wednesday night, tonight, Sun versus Brooklyn. Friday, 7:30, DC versus Lexington. Tune in. That 2 low table teams should be interesting. Friday, 8 o'clock, Dallas versus Carolina. Is Dallas good? I don't think so. But let's leave it up to them to prove us wrong one way or the other. Saturday, 7 p.m., Brooklyn versus Fort Lauderdale. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. And then, wow, what a photogenic cat.
Right?
Liz, we get it.
We're just gonna. This is the unhinged episode.
Those are all every episode. This one more so probably. So yeah, 2 games Friday night, 1 game Saturday, and then us again Sunday. You get a double dose of Sun. Thank gosh. I'm trying to just finish here. I'm going.
I know. I can't even. The cat is like demanding attention.
I'm going to Frizz and getting the vodka immediately after this. U17 Women's World Cup. That's a thing, guys. Pay attention to that. We're the Super League. We're involved with U17 players. Ella Martinez, shout out Colombia. They did not make it out of the group, but that is because they were in a group with Spain, the defending champs, and the United States.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, Ella, welcome back to Tampa Bay. Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see her in one of these next 2 games. But the U.S. did win their last games. Of course, they beat Colombia 2-0, and then they beat Korea just last night 5-0, which I implore you to go back and watch the goals at least from that, because man, that Korean defense was having a really bad night. If you need some cheering up, if you need to laugh at the expense of some 16-year-old girls, there's a really good way to do it. So the U.S. will be playing Nigeria in the knockout round, which I think matches up well. We could win that game. We can move on. I like it. Liz, the U.S. women's national team, the senior version, the not 16-year-old girls version, they will also be playing games finally, first since the Olympics. You know about these. You want to tell everybody about them?
Yeah, so we are playing versus Iceland on Thursday and Sunday. In Iceland, I believe.
No.
They said there was an away game, I thought. Why do we have so many home games?
What? Because
we shouldn't have this many home games. This seems unfair to the other teams.
Everybody comes here. They play other teams that aren't us here. We're not going to Iceland.
Why not? Real.
It's not a vacation. This is business.
This is business?
Yeah. This is look at me. Look at me. This is serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look it up right now. I dare you to. We're not going to Iceland.
You know what? Fought Bob is lacking right now, and it's very insulting.
Guys. We're playing, even
Flo came
here from Denmark, which is basically Iceland.
Yeah. All right. So we are playing. All right. So so we're playing them Thursday and Sunday, 7:30 and 5:30 respectively, and then we are playing Argentina next Wednesday. I love how every time I cut to be serious, it makes you laugh.
Yep. Yeah. Because you were not serious. Yeah. Yes.
Thanks.
We play Iceland twice. And they didn't call in Andrea Hawksdottir, so I'm mad at them. I don't want them to win.
I don't know. Well, no, wait, we need her actually.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Wait, let's keep her.
Yeah, let's keep her. And then Argentina next Wednesday with Amina Ekic. We'll find Sophia Braun. Yeah, not Amina Ekic. But we'll get to see Sophia Braun from Spokane.
So that'll be good. We should watch that and make sure that we cover that in the next show.
We should. I'd like to.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Shake hands on that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, that's our show. See you later.
Bye. Like, subscribe, comment below. What part you thought was the most unhinged?
Oh my God. I love women's sports.
Everybody watches women's soccer.
Everybody. Liberty.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.